Okay, well, you were speaking about online things, and I look online, I've seen the other side, and I'd love to know if there's going to be more interaction with Zach, and what's the plan online, because there's so much stuff out there. There are comic books, there's web series, there's just a lot of stuff. Is there a real plan that you guys have going forward to put things online, and then maybe even bring them back to the series?
This is the perfect place to talk about what we call the total engagement experience for Ghost Whisperer. And we, as Ian had said, we're also very grateful that not only have you watched the show, but we have created a Ghost Whisperer playground online and publishing and trading cards and all kinds of things. And our audience has really embraced all of that and gone out and played and created your own experience in the ghost world. And we're going into our 4th season for The Other Side, which is a web series that plays online, that runs parallel thematically to the TV show. And you know, we go everywhere, every week after the show goes on the air, and all of you go on and you start buzzing about what you saw and what you think and what you want, and we go out there online everywhere and we collect all that buzz and we share it amongst ourselves and share it with the writers to make sure that we keep our ear open to the drumbeat that you're creating as to the journey that we are taking in Ghost Whisperer. So we applaud you, and we have great stuff planned this year for you to continue creating your own experience.
We've just launched a new widget, which is if you go to, let's see, it's Ghost Whisperer. No, it's gwfansite.com/Ghost Whisperer widget. And there's video games on it, there's all kinds of stuff on there that we've just launched. And as Kim said, it's a video game that is coming out during the season this year that just keeps growing. It's kind of great.
And also, I think there's at least a few people on this panel who have Facebook pages, who are Twittering, even probably as we speak. I have a blog. It's crazy. There's so much information.
We will inundate.
Did you say GW Fantasize?
GW Fansite. GWFAN.
But you can fantasize if you
Don't
wish.
distract that.
I know too much about you, man. We were going in the wrong direction that way.
Okay, so of course online will be huge for Melinda's Baby in the future and everything. For the actors on the set, there is now going to be possibly a baby or something maybe close to that. Does it affect how first off, does it affect you as actors when you're acting around the little person? And second off, as your character, how did you react to Melinda's Baby, starting with Melinda?
Well, I have actually off camera been asking for a couple of years now for Melinda to have a baby. So I was really excited when they finally made the decision to sort of have that happen. There will be a baby for a moment, and then we actually will jump the series 5 years in the future. Which, I'm glad some of you are happy about. This section over here is not happy. This section, you guys are very hospitable, and we appreciate that. For this section, don't worry, it's gonna be all right. The reason that we did that is we all really felt, mainly PK, we really felt that it would allow us to tell better stories for you guys. It would be hard for Melinda to be running to a bridge at 3 o'clock in the morning with a baby strapped to her chest going, okay, so here's the situation. Shh, 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 shh.
And nobody wanted to change diapers. Nobody wanted to change diapers.
Yeah, we're not big on poopy scenes and things like that. So, so now she will have a 5-year-old, and that will allow us to tell better stories, and it'll allow you guys better to see sort of what the gift is and how that works, and the baby will be able to talk and say things and not just be burped and spit up on us. So,
Can he
should be
fly?
good. He can he fly?
I'm kidding.
You're so obsessed with him being able to fly. He might be able to fly, we don't know. He won't be able to fly. Ian's mad at me for saying he can fly.
So for you, for the other 3 actors in the show, you're working with a kid now, and I know that Cameron has worked with kids for a while now. But tell me how that is in terms of what you're going to have to do.
Well, first I just want to say this is the best panel I've ever spoken on, because when I sat down there were 2 Hershey's Kisses at my desk. And so I'm as happy as can be. Kids, I love kids. They bring something unique and honest and beautiful to the set. Sometimes they're the only thing that is more complicated is they have very restricted times that they can work. So therefore, things, you know, if you don't finish that scene, you're either working with a fake baby or you have to come back and do it another time because the labor laws are really strict and we abide by them. That's the only really, that's the frustrating part, to be perfectly honest to you. But the best part is having children on a set, particularly this set, which, you know, children see so much more than adults do, and not just as actors, but as people. And to have this young boy on our set, it really kind of reminds you of the wonder of so many things, particularly the subject matter that we deal with. So having Connor Aiden on our show is amazing, and I don't know how they found him. He is so beautiful and wise beyond his years, and I know you'll feel the same way when you see him. But he's going to add something really deep and profound and beautiful that we just couldn't have imagined. So we're actually really, really thrilled to have him on the show. And he better get his work done in the 4 hours, because I don't want to come back the next day.
I mean, the kid, the boy that we found to do this that we casted, his name is Connor Gibbs, and we think he's really, really special.
He's magic.
We think that we've found a kid who's really, really magical that you guys are just going to really latch on to.
You're gonna love him. He's so cute.
And he shows some really good parents.
Yeah.
Okay, I was gonna, before we throw it to the audience to get some questions, I guess everybody can start queuing up or whatever. We all know now that there was another psychic show on CBS's network.
Why are you gonna bring that up, bro?
Well,
That's weird.
well, let's ask Jamie then how he felt about that when that happened. And would there be any crossovers by chance or anything like that between Medium, which is the other show now?
Crossover, no pun intended.
That's a good idea.
Maybe a knockdown.
How do you feel about Medium following you? Be honest.
I think it's great. No, you know what I have to, what I have to say is I have to say that when we were here for the very first season of Ghost Whisperer, we were sitting next to the people who were getting ready to do Medium, and they really, this Medium paved the way for us to be able to do what we do, and so we have a lot of respect for them. I'm still not entirely sure how it's going to work with 2 hours of, you know, Medium ladies running around doing what they do, but I'm excited about it. I think it'll be great. I don't know if there will ever be a case where Alison Dubois and Melinda Gordon will be able to work together, because she does more sort of crime stuff and I do more sort of the human heart eye. I'm like, let me tell you about my Medium days. I was weird, Melinda, sorry. But I think it'll be interesting. I think it'll be cool, and hopefully, you know, people will want to watch both shows equally. And you know, I think the thing that we'll have to be careful of is that both shows will just have to make sure that we're doing different things and telling different stories, so that you guys want to watch 2 hours of supernatural.
We think that, I mean, look, Friday nights historically has never been like the biggest night of the week for people to watch television. And Ghost Whisperer kind of really led the way, that all of a sudden made this some valuable real estate, if you will, in the television world, as we've been getting these midweek ratings on a Friday night. Now we think that bringing Medium over there, which obviously I think somebody at CBS said if Medium and if Ghost Whisperer and Numbers had a baby, it would be Medium. And in a funny way, we think that it'll be a really good bridge for us, going from 8 o'clock leading off the night into Medium, then going to Numbers. CBS probably has put together a stronghold on Friday night that should be very formidable, if you will.
Fright Night.
It's either formidable or formidable, but we think it's going to be a really, really strong night for them. And all of a sudden, Friday night has become a very, very valuable TV viewing night, and we're really happy about that.